Did you know more than 10 million South Africans are behind on their debt repayments, yet fewer than 5% have sought help via debt counseling? Debt counseling is one of the most misunderstood financial solutions in South Africa. Some people think it will ruin your credit forever, that you have to deal with a call center, or that it means you've reached financial failure. I'm Anwar Barense, certified financial planner and licensed debt counselor. In this video, I will explain exactly what debt counseling is, how it works, who's it for, who's it not for, and then you can decide with clarity if this is a solution for you. So, what exactly is debt counseling? Well, firstly, the definition of debt counseling and debt review, which we'll go to later, refers to a regulated process via South Africa's National Credit Act. So it is part of the law whereby a certified professional helps you manage unaffordable debt. The purpose thereof is to avoid worse scenarios such as bankruptcy or insolvency, to restructure payments that actually fits into your budget and legally protect you from creditors. Who are the key players? Firstly, a debt counselor who has to be licensed and registered with the NCR, someone like myself. You have your creditors, these are your banks and your lenders. You have the National Credit Regulator, also known as the NCR, which is the government governing body. And you have something called the Payment Distribution Agency, which is an official recognized organization which is responsible for collecting funds and distributing them to creditors. So, why would someone consider debt counseling? Well, there are certain advantages. Number one, you get legal protection where creditors cannot harass you or repossess your assets. You also have multiple payments consolidated into a single monthly affordable payment. You have the benefit of negotiating lower interest rates on existing debt, and you get the added support of financial education where you learn better budgeting and money management skills. Who is it for? Well, those individuals with multiple debts, be they personal loans, credit cards, vehicle finance, home loans, etc., or anybody struggling to meet their monthly payments. So let's have an overview at the debt counseling process. In the subsequent slides, I will go more into detail with each step. So you often see the words debt counseling and debt review used interchangeably. Debt counseling is actually the process to determine whether or not someone is over indebted and whether they qualify for debt review. Debt review is the name of the actual legal process where your debt is officially restructured and enforced by a court order where you have to now pay only one lower monthly payment. So the one is the process to determine whether you are eligible for debt review, and debt review is the actual restructuring of the debt. So how does it start? It starts with an application. From there, an assessment is done to determine whether or not someone is over indebted. If that is the case, we then negotiate lower repayments with the creditors. This also gets consolidated into a single payment, whereby one single amount is collected from the client and then distributed to the creditors. This is all kept in place via court order to make sure that you have the legal protection with the lower payment. Once you have paid everything up, you then receive a clearance certificate, which means you can then go apply for credit if you so wish to. So, how do we identify over indebtedness? The first step is to assess the income, the expenses, and total debt obligations. We then verify what the client can actually afford and what their repayment capacity is as opposed to what they are supposed to pay. If your expenses and your total debt obligations exceed your monthly income, you are then determined to be over indebted in terms of the National Credit Act. At this point, if we receive the consent, we can then proceed with the application. So what does the application entail? Well, the application form is called a Form 16. This contains all the client's financial details, all the terms and conditions, their budgeting, all the debt obligations. Once this Form 16 has been completed, It's submitted to all the creditors and to the credit bureau, who are notified that someone has applied for debt review. It's important to note that the debt counselor must be registered and recognized by the NCR. Your legal protection commences from the date of notification to those creditors, whereby we then have 60 days to come to an agreement with new terms. So what exactly does the analysis and the proposal consist of, right? Once we've notified the creditors that you've applied for debt review, they will send updated balances along with the interest rates, the terms remaining, the type of accounts, etc. We then use this latest information along with your income and expenses. We prioritize your essential living costs and we draft a restructured payment proposal. What does this mean? It means that, for argument's sake, if your debt repayment is currently 15,000 Rand, yet you can only afford 10,000 Rand, that is your repayment capability, we will negotiate a new payment of 10,000 Rand across your creditors. Now, what do those negotiations look like? Well, we will often negotiate reduced interest rates and in some cases extended repayment terms, usually not more than 60 months. We submit this proposal to all the credit providers to review, and the idea is that we come to a mutually beneficial repayment agreement where the repayment is affordable to both the client and acceptable to the creditor to settle the debt in a reasonable amount of time. Of course, it's important that we do maintain continuous communication with the creditors during this period. Once all parties have agreed to a new repayment plan, the application is then made to the Magistrates Court. The Magistrates Court reviews and grants the new restructuring order, meaning that it binds all the creditors to the lower repayment and the lower interest rate that has been negotiated. Of course, this is subject to the client remaining on time and up to date with their payments as per the new court order. This ensures that uniform repayments are made through one distribution agency as well. What does that mean? The debt council doesn't touch any funds. Some organization called a PDA, a Payment Distribution Agency, which is authorized by the National Credit Regulator, collects the funds from your account and then distributes it to the creditors, the amount that was agreed upon in the court order. Now, what's important to note is once you've gotten your court order, once you've gotten your loan payment, that is not the end of the process. There's also what you call aftercare and monitoring. And what this is ongoing support as well as reviews by the debt counselor. It includes monitoring payments, that the creditors remain compliant, as well as making any adjustments if the client's financial situation has changed. Along with that, we also encourage someone that is under debt review to build up savings and improve their financial behavior, as it will help them improve their financial health when they get out of debt review. Now, once everything has been settled, the client receives a clearance certificate. The credit bureaus then update their records to reflect this clearance and that the accounts are paid off. The client officially exits the debt counseling process and the creditworthiness is restored and you have improved financial standing. This means that you, if you so wish, want to apply for credit, you now qualify again. So let's look at a few actual before and after comparison tables to see exactly what effect the debt counseling can have on your cash flow as well as repaying your debt. If you look at client A, had a combination of credit cards, personal loans, and store accounts, with a total debt amounting to 570,000 Rand. Before, the monthly repayment commitment was 32,000 Rand. After successful negotiations, there were 10,000 Rand per month. If we look at the average interest rate, it was between 16 to 29% on average. After, it was 0.5%. Client B, same combination, credit card, personal loans, store account, with a total amount outstanding of 408,000. Before, we were paying 19,300. After, 9,000 Rand per month. There again, we can see a considerable reduction in the interest rate from between 21 to 28%, right down to 0.1%. Then client C, where the combination once again of credit cards, personal loans, but also a home loan and vehicles. There, the total debt was 2.8 million, with the total monthly payment 36,800 before the debt review, after 25,900. There, we had interests of between 12 and 29% that were brought down to 2.2 to 9% on average. So what we can see here is real world examples of how it can save you not just cash flow, but also quite a bit of interest, meaning that more of what you pay actually goes to clearing the loan. Now, what are some common debt counseling myths? Well, number one, that it will ruin your credit score forever. This is simply not true. Now, yes, while you're under debt review, your credit record is flagged to say that you cannot qualify for credit while you're under the process. But once you exit the process with your clearance letter, you are then credit worthy. Another myth is that you will lose your assets. This is actually the exact opposite, whereas it actually helps protect essential assets and restore stability, even if you were in arrears in paying those assets. Myth number three, and this is the one that often prevents many people, they think that it's only for irresponsible people. The truth is, debt often comes from life events, and asking for help is a responsible step. The fourth myth is that it's expensive. The truth is, fees are capped by law and included in your monthly repayment. You do not pay over and above for the service, other than what's included in your reduced monthly repayment. And the fifth myth, which deals with, yes, many debt counseling, debt review, or companies operate via call centers, but it's not the truth that you have to deal with a call center. There are many debt counselors, ourselves included. We are directly supported by a dedicated registered debt counselor, and in some instances by a financial coach. So, when should you seek debt counseling? Well, there's a few warning signs. If any of these seem familiar to you, you might be a suitable, debt counseling might be a suitable solution for you. So, what are those warning signs? Well, living on overdraft or credit before payday, having debit orders bounced or reversed. If you find yourself borrowing from family or loan apps on your cell phone to survive the month, skipping essentials like food, transport, school costs to pay debt. Often something you see is missed school fees. Also accounts that are handed over or listed as in arrears on your credit report, getting constant calls, SMSs from debt collectors, not having any emergency savings and no room for unexpected expenses. And lastly, even if you just feel stuck with no clear way out, even with a budget. So hopefully I've covered enough for you to understand what exactly the debt counseling process is, how it works, who's it for, and covered some common myths. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, or if you have any additional comments about debt counseling, about debt review, feel free to ask your questions, and please like our videos, subscribe, and share. Thank you.